exciting stadium in the NFL. Coming up, we've got what should prove. This fielded a few yards. 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. By the former UConn and Eastern Kentucky quarterback, it's Tim Boyle.
Hey, set 29, Alpha. I got it. Watch 30.
We got trips over here. Trips over here. That's overload. Overload.
72.
Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 58.
On first down, Brady. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there on the first play of the game. 78 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Check, 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 check.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. 72.
Now Brady.
Hey, let's go. Check down.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year as a rookie. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
Sony Michel was taken near the end of the first round in the 2018 draft, but boy, did he earn his keep in that season with New England. Really came out in the playoffs, scored the only touchdown in the Super Bowl win over the Rams. Expect bigger and better from Sony Michel moving forward.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and that'll make it third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now Rodgers. And some room to maneuver. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So after the INT, it's Brady. The connection made. It's Graham. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. A good pickup there of 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Let's make these babies cry.
Throwing on second and long. Brady. And the pressure gets to him again. Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long.
Go Bandit!
51, Mike 51. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Go 50!
Brady now on third and goal. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kyle Van Noy picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get in this first quarter. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. And now they're not going to get the kickoff in time. And that will make this a more difficult prospect. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still fourth down.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
58, right over there, yeah.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake. Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then. A little jet sweep to start the drive, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check Mike, check Mike. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Check it, reload. Hey, Alabama.
Back near his goal line. Here's Brady. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want...
He's got a man, complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Hey, second.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Brady. This is caught by Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Now Brady, it's complete, swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Rodgers. Slant route caught by Edelman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Now, how many times have we seen that? 3rd down and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman the main holdover, the 33-year-old. But it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Go! Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Zadarius Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
the creek. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Hey, take 26.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dean Lowry providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck.
Brady now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 2nd down and 4, Brady, and he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Geronimo. There to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try now for Crosby. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Let's go.
Getting set to go again, Mohamed Sanu is marching back onto the field now. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the 2nd quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion. Anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's airing it out for Sanu. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
I got you. 42's mine.
Hey, Charlie.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And this one brought in by Sanu. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Mohamed Sanu. 52 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Rodgers going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
That throw by Brady, incomplete. Well, earlier, Charles, we looked at some of the Week 8 games that were intriguing. How about some Week 8 games where you've got a team that really, really needs a win? And I was thinking about the Chargers at Chicago and Cleveland at New England. You feel like the Chargers and Cleveland need to find a way to get a victory.
I think you're exactly right, and the Chargers' chances are really...
Yeah, that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore.
You can try and underthrow it and go back shoulder, but your timing has to be impeccable. And here, I think it was much more of a duck than a designed back shoulder throw.
Get 300. Get 300.
3 down. Mike's 42.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver, was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42.
Hey, watch the lane.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. A final shot before break. Rodgers. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Benjamin Watson. As time expires in the first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about
an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Hey, Alpha.
On play action. Now Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Does that happen? And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Let's go. Interception, baby.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Check. 42's the mic. All right, T. Let's. All right, T. Alert flare.
They begin with Michel on the ground. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Hey, Zoo.
On 2nd and 9. Rodgers. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Rodgers now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Well, partner, let's take a quick look ahead to Week 8. A couple of exciting matchups. Carolina at undefeated San Francisco, and then Green Bay and Kansas City on Sunday night. That should be a fun one.
It should be. In Green Bay, Kansas City, a rematch of the first ever Super Bowl that was played. Green Bay winning that one in Los Angeles at the Coliseum. But that Carolina-San Francisco game is so intriguing to me because to me it's a battle of defenses. Carolina's defense is playing at a high level, But is anyone playing better defense in San Francisco outside of New England? I would say no.
And then also Seattle at Atlanta, and I bring up that game because, gosh, if the Falcons lose, Dan Quinn might not have a job.
Yeah, that's true, and I hate that because DQ is one of the best guys you're going to meet. And it was just 2 years ago, his team was in the Super Bowl. But right now, they're 1-6, and if they lose to Seattle, they're facing an open week, and there'll be a heavy.
The 5-yard completion on first down.
Mike 42. Hey, 88. Hey, exit.
Here's Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Mohamed Sanu, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will he?
No, he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
Nugent hits the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a New England touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Throwing now is Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
58, right over
there. Hey, orbit.
58, right there.
Hey, keep it up.
So after the INT, it's Brady. It's caught here by Adams. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Now Brady. And that's complete to Adams. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady, he goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Now Brady again. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Now Crosby for the point after. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result, a Green Bay score. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. A give to Michel running right. A strong running. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Get 300. Get 300. Hey, Delta.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 3rd down.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Back north.
Operating from the gun. Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play there for New England. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And that's complete. It's Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On first down, Michelle. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range.
Check, check. Lucky.
On second and 11 now. Rodgers. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Benjamin Watson. As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Tom Brady in the offense. Down by 6. A minute 52 to play. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Wait, that's 53.
Mike, 58, right there. They can't hang with us.
Check and reload.
They begin the drive with Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Hey, check it.
Let's get off the field.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mike Bennett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Hey, echo.
Back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And Adams has it complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Wait, that fly 20.
58 to Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal.
Ozzy.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
I got him.
To throw is Brady. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Rodgers looking to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Michel. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Back out Nugent now after the field goal, as he'll send it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devin McCourty picks it off. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.